Hey, it's James Straight Arrow Adventures, and we are putting on the CT Raceworks Bombproof Kit. I figured, you know what? I'm going to strengthen up the front end. I had a little crack in my frame. That was a pain, but the issue's been taken care of. And so now we are going to go ahead and we're going to install this Bombproof Kit. I don't know if you've ever looked it up, but it is stout. I went and got mine powder coated my blue. Ooh, lovely. This stuff's thick with 3 C's, and so I am going to go ahead and use that to fix up my front end. I already have the lower control arms off, and I had to get them powder coated, so those are done off. I don't need to remove those. I had already removed my bumper because I got that powder coated as well. So now it's just removing the remaining things, which there aren't that many remaining things that I needed to remove, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my little, got these 2 front bolts off right there, and then proceed to put the kit on. First step is one that seems like it's going to take an octopus to do. I looked at it, and you have to put the lower control arm on here. Okay, now that sounds all right, except that the gusset goes over the top and holds both arms together. Now you might be like me and you're working solo. If you're working alone on this, that's difficult. So I was talking with my buddy Sergio, and he goes, grab some bolts, shorter ones, inch long, put them through, once you get the gusset over it. So I put the lower control arm on one side and through the gusset. I put the other side of the gusset over the center frame bar, okay? I had the other one, put it through and then put a bolt through it so that it's holding. Not yet trying to put it on the bolts coming out of the frame, just there in front. There's enough room in front for you to be able to put the arms and the gusset in front of that frame hole. So right here, okay? So you got it resting right here. The gusset's over it, resting. I'm not gonna take the thing back off to show you. No. But it's resting up here. I've got the one on and then my baloney bolt just holding all of this stuff together, okay? Keeping it there. Then put it over, take the other one, put it through it, put my bolt into it, and then that holds everything together. So it's staying together. So if you're working with one person, I just did it, and I know you can do it, where I put it through and was able to wiggle it through, and yes, it is absolute acrobatics. Gotta be a gymnast to get under there and do all that stuff, but I managed to do it. It's a pain. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but with one person, putting those bolts through, that little secret, that was magic. Thanks, Sergio. On to the next step. Now it's going to be the front bulkhead. So let's go and get that. That looks good. So grab the bulkhead. Now in my dense head, I had already installed this and was trying to put the lower arms on. You can't, not easily. So I took it back off. Lower arms went on real easy. And now I'm putting it back on over the top of those arms. And I'm going to use those 2 10mm to hold this in place. And the arms will be there as well. Now the uppers are in the way, so I am going to swing them out of the way. I have them on 2 buckets so that I can manipulate them and move them and groove them and everything else. It'll work, it's going to be a little bit more work. Putting it on this way. Yes, 2 people would be way easier, but here we are. Everything is 10 times harder with only 1 person. But hey, we do these things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Gripes. I don't think that's why I do this. I don't think I do this because it's hard. And then it goes up above it and slides down. My head is now holding the radiator fan and the jack. Just saying. What the heck. Alright, I can let that down for a second. I've got to get... These wear sleeves are a good thing to put in. So I am going to put them in between. Whee! If I can drop them. Yes, they normally come attached, but mine have since detached together. They still do the same thing. I don't know. I don't know that it's going to matter. I know not everybody puts these wear sleeves back in. I'm struggling with it. Get yours in. I'll get mine in. So lowers are on, bumper is on, and starting in on the rest of the shock tower bracing. Just time consuming. And so we are finished up with the CT Bombproof Kit for the front end. If you want to take a look at what it looks like, this has the shock tower brace, the bulkhead, the gussets for the upper and lower control arms. Here they are. Everything is in blue. Okay, so the gussets, the bulkhead, everything like that is in blue because I just got it powder coated because I like that blue. Check it out. This piece here, that piece there, down in there, then that bulkhead there. That's my bumper. And then back here we've got that gusset, and down at the lower there's a gusset as well. That's the one that you want to use that trick of the bolts. I don't know if you can see it. This piece right here, that is the lower control arm gusset that's up against the frame. That thing really does help to stiffen up the front end, and it's going to take care of some of the weak points in the front end of the Can-Am X3. I'd highly advise updating your ride to that if you haven't already. But I'm pretty excited because we are doing a lot to Dwight, and a lot of fixing and a lot of updating. And if you're looking for a CT Raceworks Bombproof Kit, hit up Sergio. I'll put his email address down here. But I'll tell you what, he's going to give you a great price, and he's going to give you great service and great advice if you need any. One Shot Power Sports is an up-and-coming company, and they're doing really well, and they're really focused on having great customer service, having very, very competitive prices, great prices in my opinion, and going the extra mile for the customer. There have been times where I've asked Sergio, hey, what do you think about me doing this? And he goes, you don't really need to do that. What? I can't tell you how many times I've went to spend money and had someone say, yeah, you don't really need to spend that. That isn't really worth it. That's what I'm looking for. If you are in the market for anything for your UTV or even your truck, check him out. He can probably get you a deal. But for me, the help that he gave me in advice, huge. And then the help today, 9 to 9. No, he was here like 11 to 9. But man, thank you. And all it cost him was some beer bread. My wife makes some mean bread, though. All right, so here's another tip for doing any repair. Is like there's 2 bolts back here. When I was putting on this tail for the cage today, I had to drill those holes. When you put the cage back end on there, there are these 2 bolts that you can't really get your fingers into, but you have to put a nut on that bolt. So Sergio was like, take a piece of plastic. So what Sergio says, he goes, take a piece of plastic, cradle the bolt inside of the wrench with the plastic, and then it'll hold in there and it'll stay in there, and then when you screw it on, it'll be good. It would be something like this. See how it's cradling inside there? And tell you what. So I folded the plastic inside there, and you can see how it's folded inside the wrench. And it's on there pretty well. It might fall out. Or it might not. Pretty cool, huh? Then I could stick my nut up there, and then screw the bolt into the back of the nut, cinch it right up. You can use that trick on a whole lot of different situations when you're working on cars or side-by-sides or anything else. Handy trick. Thanks, Sergio. Thanks for watching, for tuning in. I appreciate you a lot, and it would be a great help if you could like, follow, and subscribe. Maybe hit the notifications button on there so that when we get a new video released, it lets you know that. We appreciate everything you're doing for us by watching and interacting with it, dropping comments, and we will keep releasing videos and hopefully giving stuff that's useful for you. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next adventure.